Hello, I'm Benson and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a tool. This is a nail gun, but it doesn't use battery or it doesn't plug into your wall socket. It uses one of these kind of a bullet-like nails. They are quite cheap to buy as a replacement, but this one comes with 50 of these. I think you can get them for about 12 quid for 100. So they're not expensive. But before I show you the product, I just want to say that I'm not selling this product. I did get this for free though. So Amazon Wine let me have this for free, not by the company itself. So I can say good or bad things about this without affecting my standing with the company. And this is the first nail gun of this type that I have used. I have seen a lot of online viral video on how easy to use this thing and how powerful this is. I will actually show you how I'm going to use it. I do have a bit of cable that I need to tie to the brick wall. I usually use my SDS drill and wall plugs or whatever formats to fix them. But today I might actually try this gun out. This one here on Amazon, you can get it for about £31.99. There's loads of different products of different brand, but they all look the same. So I have a feeling that it's just that one manufacturer makes them and they just rebrand it as their own. This is from an actual store called Lula. The name is crazy, right? But there are lots of the reseller on Amazon. They are just buying bulk and then selling them on again. So it's not really a company. I don't like this kind of business because I prefer a brand that you can trust. So like Makita, all my tools here are Makita tools, and I know that they want to upheld their standard. But this kind of tool doesn't work that way. So what do you have inside the box? So it comes with a nice carry case. When I say nice, it is a bit simple, but it does hold the gun nicely in place. Inside you got an instruction leaflet. Now, if there's one thing I want to complain straight away is the instruction leaflet. There is no photo, picture or whatsoever showing you how to use this product. And other people who review these products online and giving it average of 3 star out of 5. And one of the most common question is, or most common complaint is that the instruction is not clear. And inside the box, you got a pair of gloves. Now, these are not protective gloves. This is more like a warmer, the kind of a gloves thing. So maybe stop your skin from blistering if you're doing repeat kind of work. But nevertheless, it does come with the kit. And inside you have the gun itself. There's no trigger or anything like that. I think this is worked by compressing it against the wall. I will show you how that works out later, if it works or not. So this is the actual gun. It does have metal parts inside, and apparently every 200 shots you have to do some maintenance to it, like a proper kind of a gun. And I think this is the internal. When they get worn out, then you can replace, I guess. But at this part of the video, all is spectating because there's no pictures or instructions or whatsoever. There are some instructions on the actual Amazon website. So if you scroll down a bit, it tells you about the company. And then there's a video showing you actually they're using this as a demo. And then when you scroll down, it's actually say how to use it. Step 1 to step 5 with a guy with a yellow hard hat. But there is none on the leaflets here. So we'll see how I get on with that. You got some eye protection here. And you know what? There is no safety marking on this whatsoever. I mean, as a DIY, I guess it's better than nothing. But I might be actually using my own. You got some earplugs. Obviously, it does use kind of a gunpowder explosion to drive the nail, so I suspect it's going to be a bit noisy. And these come with a pair of earplugs. They are like soft plastic earplugs. Again, I got earmuffs and stuff like that, but just for sake of today's video, I'll be using this one, which is fine. And you got a little bit of, I guess this is oil or lubricant, and it does look really thin, so I'm not sure what kind of oil it is, maybe silicone oil. But that's it. And this one doesn't fit in the box, so it comes in a separate kind of a bag. If you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. But throughout this video, I will try to think of as many questions that you guys might want to know, and I will showcase it here. This is the actual nail. The nail actually comes with a little washer already in the front, and it kind of fitting kind of loosely. And at the back here is where the gunpowder or the explosive is. And then the red, I guess, is the kind of the pressure trigger. So this is the actual gun in close-up. At the front, at the moment, there is no attachment. And when you push the end towards the front, it compresses the spring in. And you can see the little bit of thing sticking out in the front when you actually push it out. So I guess that is where it hits the the red part of the nail. So the nail do fit into the sleeve like this, and when you press it, so at this point none of it makes any sense because I read the instruction, even the one on the website. Now it comes without any collar here at the moment, so there is two collar here. One of them is tapered, one of them is straight. And to me, it just doesn't make any sense which one you'll be using, because both of them does exactly the same job. A little bit above it, I guess, if you want less penetration. I really don't know what this is supposed to be doing. All right, wish me good luck, guys. Alright, so there's a loud bang and some smoke. This is exactly how I kind of predicted it would be. Now I need to eject this, I guess. Yeah, so this is what, So this is what remained of the nail. So the plastic part of the nail exploded. And this piece of timber with the nail got driven all the way into the timber. If I show you a bit more. So that is what happened. It drive into the timber. Okay, let's try that again. Now this time I know what I'm expecting, so you know I can be a bit braver. And it does have this gunpowder smell now. It's almost like firework. That stings a bit. Looks about the same in terms of the penetration. So how are you supposed to adjust the power? Okay, so a bit of try and error, and now I sussed it out. So in terms of how strong the nail actually coming out from the gun, you actually have to unlock the front barrel here. So let me eject the cartridge first, if I can. So this top part here, if you unscrew that, it all makes a bit sense now. When you unscrew that, on the top, this is the actual kind of air valve with a barrel. So they come with two of these grub screws. Let me put it back in, and then I can show you what it does. That's the problem with this kind of instruction thing. So it doesn't really tell you exactly what you are doing. So if you are buying one of these, hopefully you get some information from my video. So this top part here is where the nail with the gunpowder sits inside. And there's two of these kind of a grub screw. So it doesn't come with the tool that you need to remove them. So it's a hex key. So there's air outlets on both sides of this piece of metal right here. And if you remove one of these grub screw, so now when the explosion happened inside, not all the air is forcing the nail out. Some of them actually escape from the side here, and that will reduce the amount of pressure on the nail when it comes out. And that's how you adjust the power of the gun. So this is with one of those grub screw removed, and this is both of the grub screw remain. And you can see the reduction of power. Obviously, it depends on what material you try to penetrate. If you are working with a piece of timber like this, you might want to remove one of the grub screw because you don't need so much power to penetrate, or else you just break whatever washer that you try to push in there. But if you're working on a brick wall, you might want to leave both of the screw in so that you get a maximum power. So you do need to have a bit of a try and error with this kind of a device. Alright, so that solved one of the mystery, but it still doesn't answer the question of why do you need this collar? I don't know. I'll probably just leave it off now. Probably don't need it, right? Okay, so I'm going to take it outside to where I actually need to puncture the brick wall, and I'm going to record it and show you guys this one in practice. So this is my little test before I actually do it on my brick wall over there. This is a dense concrete block, and this is on full power, and now this is part of the concrete block now. So now I want to put a fixing on the brick there to keep my cable off the floor. So I want the fixing here on the brick. Let's try it out. So now I have a fixing in my brick. Fantastic. So now I have one secure fixing, no need to drill. If I'm speaking a bit too loud, it's because I got my earplugs on. So after using it for about half an hour outside in my garden, doing one of the jobs that I have pushed back for a long time, and I can understand why the hype about this particular tool on the internet. And yes, the eye protection is junk, the hand protection is kind of a bit of useless, but it does work. I mean, to hang up stuff in the mortar or stuff like that, usually I need my big SDS drill. With this, it punches through quite easily. The only thing is your wall has to be sound in the first place. So what I mean is that if the brick is already kind of crumbling, when you activate the explosion, it kind of cracked some of the mortar that I have. So out of the 6 or 7 nail that I put through into the wall, one of them fell. And it's not because of the nail or the machine. It's because the wall just couldn't hold the pressure and then it blows it apart. And the other thing is I'm using some of these like kind of a Velcro strap because I might need to change the amount of cable that I'm holding on the foot of the wall at the moment. The nail come out with such a blast that actually broke one of these kind of a nylon strap. This is not really strong, by the way. This is more a cable tie. As you can see, if you need to fix something strong like a metal plate onto a wall, this is fantastic for that. But if you have like a plastic trim or something like that, most likely it will just get blown into pieces. And that's the reason why you need good eye protection. And this one is actually junk. Definitely stick with something which has a good protective rating when you're using this DIY stuff. I can confirm the instruction is junk as well. So it took me a while to understand how to adjust the power of this nail gun. You actually have to do the black grub screw with a hex key to allow air pressure to come out to reduce the amount of power that you might need, especially if you're doing like woodwork or timber. It does need maintenance. That's why it comes with a spare spring and screws and some oil. So each time you finish doing one nail, you're supposed to kind of almost like clock the gun and push out the remaining of the plastic casing before you can use it again. It's just something that you have to overcome your fear because it's almost like a trigger gun. You push it until it goes no more, and then bam, the trigger kind of hits the front. So it is something that you need to get used to, that kind of a feedback system. I still don't know what this 2 collars is for. Leave in the comment section if you're expert and you can tell me what is this for. So for £30, this is something that I'll definitely keep for myself in my shed here, because I will be doing a lot of outdoor hanging stuff in my brick wall or my fan post. So this is a very useful tool for that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. I can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadgets. Bye-bye.
Pushing the limits, no time to rest. Showing us the gadgets that are truly the best. From phones to drones, the secrets unfold. What's hot, what's not, let's get sold. Tech with Benson, always on the